Good morning. It is Wednesday. You've got to check this week because Monday, the holiday, it's sort of confusing. What day is it? Yeah, it's Wednesday, right? Am I right? Yes, it is Wednesday. Nice to have you with us on the CBSN Minnesota Morning Update. I'm Jason DeRusha. It's cold. Take a look at the forecast. This is way below average, well below, according to the Katie Steiner Twin Cities forecast. Open those windows, though. Clear out the humidity in the house, or if you have teenagers, clear out that stink that permeates their bedrooms. Not that I'm talking about anything from personal experience in my household. 74-ish will be the high. Couple days of below average temperatures giving you a chance to cool things down, and then Friday looks like a chance for rain. And this weekend, I just want to start the conversation. I see a top 10 weather day in our future. That's my belief. And as you know, I have no power on that or any other subject here at the television station. Let's talk about this. We had a story on our morning show today with financial advice from millennials, which seems like this could be like a recurring segment. And now, financial advice from a millennial. Here's the thing, the youngest millennials are 30. So, they've been through some stuff. They've seen stacks and stacks of $100 bills being printed, making that millennial cheddar. Yep, this is what you do when you're a millennial. Actually, millennials are looking at this video and saying, what is this? Folks, it's called cash. That is cash. Stacks of hundos. That's TV news money right there. No, there it is. The 5. That's our money. Here are some of the lessons that millennials gave to an Associated Press writer, talking with 5 different millennial parents. Are you ready for some of the advice? A mom in Florida says it's never too early to learn about money. A father in Texas says don't be afraid to invest. And another person said you need to put some money into saving and some into spending. So this just got us thinking, because the story sort of made me laugh. It was good advice, right? I wonder from you, what is the biggest piece of money-related advice you could share? Maybe something you wish you had taught your children, or something you wish you knew about money when you were in that 30 to 40 age range. Money advice, share it with the community today. Leave a comment on our Facebook page, and we'll read through some of your best advice in just a minute. I look forward to it. Should be good. Tragedy hitting a Twin Cities family twice. A year ago, Darnella Frazier watched and recorded as a police officer killed George Floyd. Now she's mourning the death of her uncle, Millennial Frazier. An innocent driver killed by another officer, this time during a chase. Millennial Frazier was in car 1 on this animation. A Minneapolis police squad was chasing an armed robbery suspect, and you see car 1 coming down 41st Avenue, car 2 coming down Lyndale, and the squad car hit both of those vehicles. The driver in car 2 survived. But this just shows you how intense the collision was. Just the aftermath from this cell phone video from Raquel Brown. Boy, that is Frazier's mangled silver Jeep on top of a bus stop. The family struggling with this one. Lots of questions about why police chased, whether the chase was, a risk that was necessary. Frazier was a father of 5. Darnella Frazier was that teenager. It's Darnella's uncle. She, of course, recorded the video of George Floyd that was seen all around the world. So tragedy for her again. But more questions today about the police chase policy. The city of Minneapolis has a policy. Why was this chase authorized? Why did it go through this area? Lots more to be learned about this today. The Uptown Art Fair is canceled for the 2nd year in a row, and this time it's because of all of the mess that's been going on in Uptown over the last several months. Hundreds of thousands of visitors every year. COVID canceled it this year. Here's a statement from organizers, and then we'll all translate it together. We are unable to overcome several unanticipated challenges and events that are beyond our control. So what they're saying is they don't want to bring hundreds of thousands of people to Uptown right now. There have been protests and unrest on and off since members of U.S. Marshals Task Force shot and killed Winston Smith about a month ago. They were trying to arrest Smith, they say. They say that Smith showed a gun. BCA says perhaps he fired that gun. But we've seen dumpsters lit on fire even this week. And there has been a fair amount of damage in Uptown, crime, and so no art fair. Elsa weakened to a tropical storm overnight as it is starting to hit Florida's northern Gulf Coast. The storm is expected to make landfall soon. Elsa blew past the Tampa Bay region last night. The Tampa Bay hockey team in the Stanley Cup Finals tonight in Tampa Bay. That will go on as scheduled. Tampa didn't get hit that hard, but lots of rain being dumped along the coastline. No major damage, but that storm is going to move up the Florida coast and then into the Carolinas. Watches and warnings are in place. There are thousands without power this morning. New York City going to do something really cool today, honoring frontline workers. The ticker tape parade for hometown heroes running through what they call the Canyon of Heroes, kind of in the Wall Street area, financial district. About 2,500 people will take part, including 13 marching bands. Grand Marshal will be the nurse from Queens, Sandra Lindsay. Remember her? First person in the country to receive the COVID vaccine. It's going to be great. Going to be great today. A project that will reconnect a historic Twin Cities neighborhood is looking for partners. Today, a chance to get involved when lawmakers built Interstate 94 through the Rondo neighborhood 5 decades ago. It just really carved up one of the most prosperous black neighborhoods in the Twin Cities. 61% of residents were essentially kicked out of their homes and scattered all over the place. Central Business District was wiped out. So last year's state budget provides really a lot of money, $6 million for this project to build a land bridge. There's some federal money here too. The idea is you basically would build land over the highway, so a 5-block tunnel that would reconnect this once bustling African-American community.
We can imagine a play space. We can imagine a place where community celebrations happen. We can imagine housing units. We can imagine retail.
All right, lots of dreams here as to what this will become. The whole bridge is going to be very expensive, about $458 million. Just engineering this thing to build land that would support buildings and all of that is expensive. But you know what? The cost of destroying this neighborhood has been enormous as well. Link to all of this at WCCO.com. Big morning for music fans in Minnesota. Lots of concerts, lots of summer shows announced. Let's start with the Minnesota State Fair. Full list of grandstand acts was just announced. Tim McGraw, one of the headliners, we knew that. But tickets for his show now on sale. His concert September 1st. But all these new names just announced. Maren Morris, TLC with Shaggy, the Doobie Brothers. Kevin Costner is going to be out there with a bunch of musical guests. He's a big music fan. He just did a big charity concert that was broadcast on CBS. So that's pretty cool stuff. Lots. Oh, Miranda Lambert, too. That was just announced this morning. So good stuff there. Later this morning, tickets for Lizzo's return to the stage in Minneapolis up for grabs. Coming to Treasure Island Casino on Saturday, September 11th. The amphitheater there holds about 16,000 seats. So lots of tickets that'll be available. They go on sale at 10 this morning through the Treasure Island website. And WeFest tickets are on sale. Yeah, that lineup just announced this morning. Country Music Festival happening August 5th through the 7th in Detroit Lakes, or during WeFest, as we call it, Detroit Lakes. Got Florida Georgia Line, Dierks Bentley, Blake Shelton. Huge names. All of these shows should be a lot of fun. Minnesota often ranks near the top of lists of best states to live, except this one, and we are outraged. Bankrate.com. What do you know? Nothing. Nothing. That's right. Maybe you know about bank rates, but number 49, almost dead last. States to retire. Katie Steiner still outraged about this.
I'm so mad about it.
We come in just ahead of Maryland. One of their categories is weather. That did not go so great for us.
I get that.
Affordability, also not great. That's kind of a tax scenario. Georgia, number 1. Who doesn't want to retire to beautiful Georgia?
And that's where it loses credibility for me.
Why? What's wrong with Georgia?
Because most people
Nice
who
and
retire
warm.
from this state at least go to either Arizona or Florida.
Yeah, for tax reasons, right?
Yeah.
But Georgia, the weather's similar. I don't know what the tax situation is there. But there's your lineup: Florida, Tennessee, Missouri, Massachusetts,
Missouri?
Missouri, Wisconsin, 14th.
Yeah, that's the outrage.
Correct.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, maybe you want to retire in Hudson.
Not that much different from Minnesota.
Taxes, different taxes. I'm sure that's what that's about. Cost of living different too, perhaps.
Not buying it.
All right. Bankrate, take your complaints to the Bankrate people.
Well,
And Bankrate's like, what do we care? DeRusha just said Bankrate 14 times during the CBSN Minnesota Morning Update. You're welcome. Let's talk about money. Katie is going to help us out with some of your comments. Best money advice. Katie, what are people saying?
you know, this is a slight problem because I can only see the last 4 comments. I can't get to the main comments on my Facebook page.
Katie,
Can you help me?
let me come show Katie how to use
How do you do
Facebook.
this?
You gotta, this is
I don't-
going great.
Yeah.
You click on
thank
the
you.
10 minutes and there you go.
See, I'm much better at doing the weather than reading the comments.
That's all right.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we've actually got some comments that are really, really good, I think, with some good things to think about. So for Paul, he said it took a while to learn the difference between wants and needs. Having less debt payments removes stress.
Okay,
think
I like
that's a really
that.
good one.
Yeah.
This one from Simon, how to properly use a credit card and make it work to you. This really needs to be taught in our school systems. And I
Yes.
totally agree. Money management, how is that not a class?
I do think if you had to design school from the ground up, you would change some of the subjects people learn, right? You probably would have a personal finance course.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Pam, to put more money in a Roth IRA.
Yep, that's good advice.
Bradley, I started saving my allowance when I was at the age to get a savings account, though I spent most of it on video games. As an adult, I wish I would have been strongly advised to start saving for retirement early instead of starting at 30, which
Yeah.
30 doesn't seem too terribly late, but.
Nice.
And then the last one, Joanne, I wish I would have invested in a 401k or IRA earlier. With the beauty of a compound interest, even a small amount invested in your 20s will grow exponentially for your retirement.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I think so too.
Very good. Lots of wisdom out there, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of times we learn this stuff too late, so it's important to kind of pass those lessons down. Thank you guys for sharing that. We appreciate it. Thanks, Katie, for your help.
Thank you for helping me find the comments.
Yes, I suppose I could have done it myself, but you know, aren't you sick of my voice yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Fair enough. That's it. Morning Update, CBSN Minnesota. We'll see you tomorrow.